Alrighty, welcome back. Today, in our continuation of the "What Is Love" series, today we're talking about some confidence, girl. A little piece of confidence. That's what we discussing. You feel me? Let me move this mirror. Mirror can stay. Okay, so let's get into it. Firstly, let's talk about the definition of confidence, because and actually we're going to talk about why. Why do you need confidence so that you can love others and yourself? You know what I'm saying? You got to make the shit make sense. In our last couple of episodes, we talked about affirmations, principles, and standards. I believe that that is the basis of loving anything or having respect for anything or loving yourself is having a foundation laid out, some rules around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Some principles. You know what I'm saying? Just to say like, this is what we're doing here. This is it. You know what I'm saying? Some standards to say this is the expectation. At least this. You know what I'm saying? This is the bare minimum of what we have to have going on here, right? And some affirmations. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Some affirmations, some things or ways that you can confirm things to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's like a very basic understanding of how you manifest or anything. Affirmations. Affirmations is the very like I don't know. I think it's the brick at the basis of a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And it helps make things make sense. So today we're talking about confidence. You know what I'm saying? And firstly, I want to say that confidence is very important for one because the meaning of confidence is to be able to rely on something. You know for sure in your heart of hearts that you can rely on this. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? This is the honesty, Anna, and this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You have confidence in the fact that you are this, or that you know this, or that you have this skill, or that someone else has this skill, or that they'll come through for you, or that you can trust this person. You are confident in this person. This is your confidant. You know what I'm saying? Someone you can confide in because you trust that they will keep your secret. You feel me? Like confidence is very important. I'll tell you firstly, we're going to talk about again, what is a real definition? I'm going to give you the definition from Google. Google, you know what I'm saying? I like to rename shit, you know what I'm saying? Uh we're going to give you the real definition from Google. We're going to talk about signs that you're not confident because I think that is very important. I think a lot of people don't realize they're not confident in the first place, but when you know like what a sign that says that you're not confident, you'll hear like, oh, okay, that's why this is important to have because when you're not confident, shit goes to hell. Right. So let's talk real quick. The definition of confidence is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something. Firm trust. To be able to love yourself, you have to trust yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that if you don't trust yourself, you don't love yourself necessarily. It's more so that that is an important factor in when it comes to healthily loving yourself because I think that there's a form of unhealthy love. I do think that a lot of people participate in that, which to me is just infatuation. You know what I'm saying? I don't truly believe that is love, but the human experience it exists on a spectrum. Our feelings exist on a spectrum. You know what I mean? So someone's love may just be that, but I think that is just infatuation when you're not deeply, trusting yourself that you are beautiful, or trusting that you are skilled, or that you're talented. You know what I mean? And you're just kind of covering it up with arrogance or belittling others to make yourself feel better. You know what I'm saying? That's insecurity from not having confidence for real. So not having trust in yourself will make you insecure. The state of feeling certain about the truth of something. It's a state that you could live in. You know what I'm saying? A confidence. Confidence is a state of being. You know what I'm saying? That you can exist in. Confidence is also a feeling of self assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities. You are self-assured because you know for sure that you are good at this or you have this quality or that you're great at whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that comes from a layer of different things to get to that point because you can't just say, okay, I'll just be confident. You know what I'm saying? You have to break it. I'm going to break it down for you to help you, understand the layered experience of confidence and how do you build that up for yourself? You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, at the core of it, what it seems like confidence is just trust, right? And how do you build trust within yourself or within others so that you can be confident? Let's see. Let's talk about it. It is so. I just want to pause and say it's so strange, like feeling like I'm teaching something right now. Like, who am I? Anyway, But trust, right? I wrote here. How do you build trust in yourself and your abilities? Well, some ways that you can build trust in yourself, which is confidence. It'll turn into confidence. Is try new things. Try new things. When you go out on a limb, you're telling your body, number one, that you're willing to try. So then your body can trust the fact that you are an individual who is willing to try. So you have confidence in your ability to try because you told your body, you've shown your brain, you've shown your scent, you've shown your nervous system that you are willing to try. You went in head first and you tried something. Even if you failed at it, even if you didn't succeed or didn't do as great as you wanted to that first time, you still went in and tried something. You know what I'm saying? So you can have the confidence in the fact that, like, I may not succeed, but I'll try. I'll try, because there are a lot of people who don't even want to try because they're so anxious about how it may turn out. They don't have the confidence in themselves that they can try. You know what I'm saying? Let alone be successful in it. They don't even have the confidence in the beginning to try things. You know what I'm saying? So that is a good way to start building confidence within yourself, is to try new things, right? Another way to build confidence in yourself is to test yourself on the things that you may have tried or things that you feel like you're doing good at. You know what I'm saying? Because when you test yourself and then you see, like, okay, so I'm not doing that good or whatever, your brain, it'll click in your brain, like, try it again. You'll be better next time. You'll be better the next time. You know what I'm saying? So what clicks in your brain is, I can trust that I'll always try to better myself. I can trust that I either tried my best. I know that I'm a person who will try their best and try again. Or I'm an individual who is willing to test. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to put my skills to the test. You know what I'm saying? That builds confidence within yourself, trust within yourself, because you have to know, for one, that you have a skill. You have to know, like, I have this, I have these things, or I have these attributes that I am good at, and I'm going to put it to the test. You're telling your brain, like, I think that I am so good at this that I'm willing to test. You know what I'm saying? The willingness to do these things clicks in your brain like confidence. We are confident in ourselves that we are good enough, so much so to the point where we're willing to test it out just to see. It builds confidence. That's the thing about confidence. It's not something that you just have. It has to be built from the ground up. You have to build it. And if you don't have it, we talking about it. All right, now we talk about it. Okay. Another thing that allows you or helps you build confidence within yourself, trust within yourself, is do the things that you say that you will do. A lot of times we are not confident in ourselves that we can do things or be successful in things because we'll start projects or we'll start things or say, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to try this, I'm going to go here or whatever, and then we don't. So what does that tell our brain? We a liar. We tell lies. You know what I'm saying? So what kind of confidence do you have in yourself if you're constantly talking about the things that you want to do or that you're going to do, and then you don't do them? Just don't say it. Don't say that shit. You feel me? Don't write it down. Don't tell nobody that you're going to do that, because you're not going to do it. You feel me? And you keep setting your brain up to be disappointed by you, which in turn drags down that confidence, drags down that trust, because confidence is just trust. It is trusting that you know something exists, or that you know this is real, that you know that you have this. You are throwing your brain off, like, okay, so do we have it or not? You keep saying you're going to do this, but then you don't. So what's going on here? That's a lack of confidence. You know what I'm saying? If someone was to be doing that, you wouldn't have confidence you wouldn't be confident that you could trust them to handle something, because they don't do the things that they say that they're going to do. Right? When you start doing things that you say that you're going to do, you're going to build some confidence in yourself. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel accomplished. You know what I'm saying? And having accomplishments that you started something for yourself, you set a goal and you achieved it. And we're also going to have a segment about goals, because I don't want people to think I'm going to make this huge long-term goal and I need to achieve it to build confidence. It's like, make daily goals, make hourly goals. You know what I'm saying? Make a goal for the next 30 minutes, something that you can just get that dopamine hit from knowing I said something and I did it. I achieved this because I said that I would. You're going to build trust within yourself that you can do the things that you say that you're going to do. And so when it comes to something bigger, you know what I'm saying? Because you did all these small scale things that you said you was going to do. Today, I'm going to get up at 7 a.m. I'm going to get up at 8. And you got up at 8. That's a short-term thing. So your brain's like, oh, I might be able to trust you a little piece to do this, or trust you a little piece to do that. You know what I'm saying? Build confidence in yourself by doing the things that you said that you're going to do. Otherwise, you don't trust you. You know you a liar. You know you ain't going to do what you say you're going to do. So where's the confidence? You can't be confident in you knowing you a lie. You know what I'm saying? Every time somebody asks you to do something, or can you make it at this time, or can you do this for me? You get anxious. You get anxious and responding to them yes or no, because you don't actually have trust or confidence in yourself that you will complete or you will come through. So you can't even give a full answer. You can't even give a real solid answer for real. You start constantly telling people, I don't know, maybe we'll see. Because you don't never know if you actually gonna come through with nothing, because you don't have trust. You have never built the trust or confidence in yourself. Another way, keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? You know how we said, try new things, test yourself, do what you say you will. Keep the faith that things are going to work out for you, so that you can continue to do the things that you say that you will. Because that's the thing. Sometimes when we don't have faith in our own selves, we can set a goal and we're like, I'll do the goal. I'll do the goal. But how can you even do something if you don't have faith in the fact that you could do it in the first place? The faith, or because it's just blind belief. Sometimes you don't know if you could do something. So when I say try new things to build confidence in yourself, you have to have faith in you as well. That builds trust. When you blindly trust you and just say, well, shoot, I will just see. You know what I'm saying? We'll just see how good did I do. Whatever. You blindly trusting, you having faith in yourself. Say, I'm sure I could. I'm sure I could. I'm sure I could. And then you do. What is it telling your brain? I can trust you, because you had faith in you. It seems like confidence even because the faith that you're giving is like you must have shown yourself before at some other point that you could do this. You built some sort of trust in yourself some way, some shape or form, you know what I'm saying? For you to have the faith right now, for you to believe that this could work out or this could do this, you built that. You know what I'm saying? Faith isn't just something that you have. It has to be built. You have to be show yourself that there is a reason that, you know, I'm waiting type of thing. I'm waiting because I know it's going to work out. It's a surety. It's a trust. It's confidence. Faith is confidence. Just it's along with trust or whatever. But you have to build it. You have to build the trust within yourself. So just keep faith. Keep the trust, even if you see that things are not working out how they want to. Keep trusting yourself. Then you're gonna tell your brain, I do trust me. For example, if you have a friend and they're pretty decent or whatever, and then they have something that fails miserably, and you're like, wow, that's strange. Okay, well, I have faith in you that you're going to get it back together. You know what I'm saying? I can trust that you are going to get back to where you need to be, or get on another track, or do whatever. You're going to get yourself out of this. I trust you. You know what I'm saying? I have faith in you. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's looking bad right now, I have the faith. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm looking at things that are going against what I know the truths to be, I still have faith in that this is going to turn out how it's supposed to. When you do that for yourself, it builds confidence. I got faith that, you know what? Everything's going bad right now, but I got faith it's going to work out because I know me. I know me. You know what I'm saying? Blind faith. It definitely helps you build confidence. It's just that guessing. You just willing to bet on yourself. That builds a lot of confidence. And that goes right along with my next bullet point, which would be just keep trying. To help build yourself confidence, keep trying. Whatever things that you feel like, wow, I didn't do good at that. Don't just keep quitting. Keep quitting everything. That tells me that I can't trust you to start nothing or finish nothing. You don't finish, you don't do nothing. You try something one time and then you decide like, this didn't work out. So that's it for me. I don't trust that you're a person that will be dedicated to a real cause. I don't trust that you would stand for anything. I don't trust that, I just don't trust you. There's no confidence. I don't have confidence in you. I don't. Because you keep quitting. You don't have confidence in yourself because you keep quitting things. When you look in the mirror, you feel like you're a disappointment because you keep quitting. That's not confidence. You don't look in the mirror and feel proud about you, confident in yourself, that you trust yourself to be or to exist in a good way, or to be successful for yourself, or to come through for you. You don't trust you because you keep quitting. Every time shit get rough, you quit. So you know that when stuff get hard, you ain't gonna be there for yourself. There's no confidence in you. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep trying. You got to keep trying so that you know that you in the end will be there for yourself. So when it comes to something happening, or you being in a position where you like, I don't know what the outcome is going to be, you already know within yourself, well, I'm gonna keep trying regardless. So it don't even matter. It's in my hands. I can take the control of this. This is in my hands. You know what I'm saying? Keep trying. It builds confidence within yourself. It's trust. It builds trust if you keep trying. If you see somebody, say if you're in a relationship with somebody and you keep telling them, listen, I really want you to work on this. Even if they're not doing the best at it right now, but you see them actually putting in effort and they're actually trying, it builds your trust that, okay, this person will do the things that they say. Even if they're not great at it off rip, they're going to try. That builds confidence. You have confidence within them that they are willing to try, or that they will try even. You have to have that confidence in yourself that you are willing to try, or that you will keep trying, and that you won't quit. Because how can you keep trying new things to build your confidence if you don't even have the will to keep going when you fuck up one time? What was the other ones? How can you test yourself or keep testing yourself to test your skill and test your ability, put it on the line, saying bet on yourself? How can you bet on yourself if you're not willing to keep trying because you failed one time? You can't, all of these lists, they depend on each other. You know what I'm saying? All of these things that I'm telling you that would help you build confidence, they depend on each other. They exist, and they're like, okay, we all buddies in here. One go out, we all kind of messing up. So you know what I'm saying? That's another thing that you got to keep trying. Affirmations. That is one thing that I had mentioned in one of our first videos in this series. Affirmations. It is very important that you speak to yourself because you're a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it seems weird. It might sound weird, but you should talk to you. Sit in the mirror. Hey, I look good. You look good. You look real good. I don't know if you know, but you look good, girl. You do. I like the way you did the makeup today, and then the way your lashes look. Like, you did that. You are beautiful. Beauty is you. You're beautiful. Beauty is you. You're beautiful. Beauty is you. I don't know if you know it. Beauty is you. You know what I'm saying? When you talk to yourself, it builds confidence. Because when somebody give you a compliment, give yourself a compliment. And unless you ain't got no piece of trust in yourself, unless you think you a liar, that's nothing too. Stop lying. Stop lying. Do the things that you say you're gonna do. Otherwise, when you look in the mirror and give yourself a compliment, you ain't gonna believe you. you ain't gonna believe a damn thing you said because you don't keep trying. You quit on stuff. You don't do the things that you say you're gonna do. You don't try nothing new. You haven't done nothing to build the confidence within yourself. So when you hear somebody say, just compliment you, look in the mirror and feel good about you, you can't do that because you don't trust yourself. Your brain does not trust you because you are not making good decisions that would say that you could be trusted with yourself. Your brain is hearing you talking. It's like, well, I don't know because last time you said something, you didn't do it. You didn't act like that. Last time that you said that you wanted to get in shape, you didn't act like you wanted to get in shape. You never went to work out. You never signed up for a gym. You never picked up a dumbbell. You didn't change your diet or nothing. So I don't know if I could believe you when you're saying that we're beautiful. You don't act like that. You don't take pictures of yourself. You don't wear me out. Like you cover me constant. You see what I'm saying? Like all of these things go hand in hand. So an affirmation is you confirming to yourself, is you programming your brain. Once you hear something so many times, you're gonna remember it. Like same thing like theme song. Think of those theme songs that you remember from childhood. And then sometimes when you hear somebody saying something, it automatically clicks in your head like, oh yeah, it's the R. Kelly theme song or the Hannah Montana theme song. You know what I'm saying? Because you remember it's been programmed into your brain. So now when you go to the mirror and you're programming yourself to believe that you are beautiful when you look in the mirror, because you are selling yourself when you look in the mirror, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. You feel that dopamine hit, you know what I'm saying? You feel good. So now every time you get to the mirror, that's just what's replaying in your mind. I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, because you've programmed that. You know how you program a dog? Okay, when you go in this spot, right here means pee. You keep practicing, you keep practicing. That's what you're doing to you. You programming you. You know what I'm saying? You getting you used to understanding what this means. When you look in the mirror, this is the time to feel beautiful. You got to program yourself to do that, to feel those ways. You know what I'm saying? It don't just come, and it don't just. You got to keep trying to build that confidence, to build that trust within yourself. Now, we're going to talk about signs that you lack confidence because a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of folks in the world who's like, I'm confident in myself. And it's like, are you? You know, because even me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the most confident person in the world, you feel me? But because I do have my days, but for the most part, I try to be. And this is how I know when I'm not feeling my best, right? Anxiety. Anxiety is one of the first telltale signs of not feeling confident. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if you have social anxiety, you are feeling you have this fear or you don't feel confident that you are going to perform well within the social setting, or you don't feel confident that you can handle what's going on in there, or that people can handle you, or whatever the case may be. When you don't have trust in yourself, you're not going to be able to trust others either. So that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? When you lack confidence in yourself, you're going to distrust everybody around you, and it's going to make you really freaking anxious. You know what I'm saying? But when you trust that you have good intentions and you're happy, and so that's the thing. You see people going around the world who are so happy and just so whatever, they're positive and whatever the case may be, and they get done wrong by a lot of bullshit ass people, because a lot of times people can be so confident in themselves that they're a good person, that they have the confidence in other people that they're also good people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a little piece of naivety, whatever. That's just being naive a little piece. You know, having your piece of discernment will help you understand when you are lacking confidence in yourself, and it's helping you to lack confidence in other people. You don't trust you that you will make the decisions that you said that you would. So in your head, you're like, well, I don't never. People always say that. People always say they're gonna do that, and they never do it. And you just thinking that because that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? So you assume that for other people. It'll make you anxious being around people or making friends because you feel like people do not come through with their word because you don't. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. It'll make you anxious. It'll make you not trust people and not trust situations because you can't trust you. You can't trust that you're gonna keep trying. You don't trust that you're gonna keep going or keep prevailing through it. You don't trust you. It's gonna make you anxious as hell. You know what I'm saying? Jealousy. Being jealous of others, wanting things that other people have, or seeing qualities in other people and being like, wow, I wish I was them, or I need that for myself. And that's a sign that you don't trust your own abilities to be great, or that they are just as great. You know what I'm saying? Because when you compliment yourself, when you build your confidence in the mirror in the way that you look and your abilities and your skills or your talents or whatever, when you test yourself and put yourself out there, you know what I'm saying? When you keep trying, when you try new things, you're building your confidence within yourself so that you don't have to look at other people and feel like, oh, I wish I was them, or oh, they're better than me, or they don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you so confident within yourself, you so happy and full of yourself, full of love for yourself, that somebody else, you don't even see it. I can't really describe that phenomena, but you tend to not see other people or what they're doing, or think negatively of it when you think so positively of yourself. Again, I think it's that trust thing. I think it's that anxiety thing. Like, when you're not anxious, when you have trust in yourself, You know what I'm saying? You can trust other people that I'm good in my own life, so I'm sure they're good. Even if it looks bad, I'm sure they're good because I'm sure sometimes mine look bad. I'm confident in myself that I know that I'm going to prevail because I trust myself. I keep trying. I keep going. I try new things. If that didn't work, I trust myself that I'm going to try something else. I'm going to make it work. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to figure something out. And if it's not, I'm going to take myself out of the situation and try something else. You feel me? I'm going to keep trying. Somebody who don't try, who don't put themselves out there, who don't have nothing that they love about themselves or trust in within themselves, they're jealous of others. They look at other people and they're like, I need what you have. I need what you have. I need that. You have that and I need that because it seems like it's giving you life and I need that life. They don't trust themselves that they can build things for themselves. They don't trust that they can draw their good characteristics outward and make good things manifest into the world. They don't see that within themselves. So they're jealous. They go around into the world being jealous and envious of other people. That's a sign that you are not confident within your own self. You're more confident in others, which that isn't even confidence. That's just you admiring something. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't admire yourself enough, admiring other people, it turns into resentment, jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Because how dare anybody have things that I can't have or be better than me in all of these ways and I can't do it? I can't be that. So I can't do that. I wouldn't do that. Or you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna start looking at other people in such a negative light, or in such a or your own self in such a negative light when you don't have confidence. You're going to go around to the world and there are going to be people who are doing bigger things than you. You know what I'm saying? Doing things that you like better than what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have confidence in yourself, it's going to make you self depreciative. I don't know how to say that word, but you're going to sit around thinking like, oh, I'm just so lazy. I'm just so this. I can never do this. I can never do that because you lack confidence. And comparison is the thief of joy. You're sitting and you're comparing yourself to others. You know, you're getting jealous of what they have and what they do or who they are because you don't have the confidence within yourself that you can grow. You can hone in on your skills and better them and make them 10 times better than they were last month. Instead, you would rather just look at other people and feel bad about yourself. That's a sign that you lack confidence. You know what I'm saying? Another sign that you lack confidence is over explaining yourself. When you are confident in what you think and what you feel, it's because you trust what you think and what you feel. It's because you know it. You know what I'm saying? You already know what you think, what you feel. When you don't know what you think or what you feel, you get to over explaining it because you're processing what you actually feel while you're talking. There's no actual um uh grounds that you stand on. You know what I mean? You have to think about it right now while you're talking because you don't trust yourself to hold the knowledge. You don't trust what you feel or you don't trust what you know. So a question is asked to you, now you got to go through all of the thoughts and ideas and feelings that you feel to make it make sense for the person sitting in front of you. When if you had already done this with yourself, you would already have the answer straightforward and straight out there because you trust your knowledge or you trust your feelings. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you can gather them and make a good summary and then be like, okay, this is it. This is all I have to say. 2 sentences. Once you get to over explain it, it's probably because you don't trust that you're explaining this well or not. You don't trust your intellect. You don't trust your ability to speak, which understandably, I had that problem at one time and I just had to practice. I had to try. I had to keep trying. I had to keep trying talking. You know what I'm saying? I had to build my confidence in the fact that I can communicate. I can get my point across. It takes practice, you know what I'm saying? But that is a sign that you're not confident within yourself if you are if you are a person who over explains. Another sign that you are not confident in yourself is arguing and defending yourself. Not to say that you shouldn't defend yourself, because obviously there are a lot of times where you need to defend yourself, and it's good to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't let nobody play with you. But it gets to a point of where you're constantly defending yourself about things that really don't really matter at all. Constantly, all the time, every day, every other day. Like you find yourself constantly defending who you are. Someone who is confident in themselves, they know who they are. So they do not have to convince someone else or argue down the point of someone else because I know who I am. I trust that I am who I think that I am. So I don't have to try to make you believe that because at this point, and honestly, sometimes you do. Sometimes you really have to correct people because what they think. Don't think no mess like that. Don't ever think that. You know what I'm saying? But it gets to a point of there's a creator that I would watch on TikTok sometimes, and they're constantly arguing with people about their perception. Oh, well, so and so said I'm this. Well, so and so said that. See. Because once the proof stops being you, you know what I'm saying? Your actions, your thoughts and ideas or whatever. Once the proof has to be argued, it gets to a point of, are you sure? Like, why are you arguing this? Like, why do you even think this is up for debate? Why would the truth be up for debate? The truth would never be up for debate because the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess, sometimes in the court of law, but we ain't talking about that right now. We talking about just regular casual things. The truth ain't never up for debate. I'm not going to debate the truth with you because that's dumb. That's a little piece of slow. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do slow shit. You feel me? So I'm confident in myself and I know what the truth is. So I don't have to debate it with you. I don't have to argue and constantly defend myself because I trust that I know the truth. If you trust that you know who you are and where you stand in life, it's not up for debate with anybody, because that would be dumb. Does it make sense to debate what the truth is? You probably talking to somebody that's a little piece of dumb as well. You know what I'm saying? That it's just a sign for real that you may not be as confident in yourself as you could be. Another sign: negative self-talk. Once you get around somebody and like, oh, I'm so fat, I need to lose weight. Oh, I'm so this, I need it. Oh, I'm just, da, da, da. It's that you're lacking confidence in yourself, because there's no way, unless you're just saying the truth. Like, if you're like, oh, I'm so fat, and you are fat, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, why would you even, unless you don't, I don't know. I think that when people go out of their way to say things like that, like self-deprecating things on the internet or out in the world, you know what I'm saying, just in general, they want to be confirmed. They want that to be confirmed. They want someone to be like, no or yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to know the real answer because they don't know themselves. They can't trust themselves. You know what I'm saying? They want someone to come along and argue with them about it and say like, no, that's not the truth. And then they can defend the argument, whatever. And then that, you know what I'm saying? That to the brain is like, okay, we're confirming right now because we're defending it. We have the ability to defend it. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Now you've told your brain that something negative about you is the truth. That's not a confident thing, and that's not showing that you love you. You know what I'm saying? That's not even showing that you respect you, because you don't talk negatively. If you're confident in your skills and abilities, and that you're good, that you're chilling, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't go around talking about how bad you are or how awful you are or how awful your characteristics are. That doesn't sound like confidence. That sounds like insecurity. Someone who is secure in themselves don't even need to talk about them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to tell you all the things that I think are great about me. I don't even need to tell you all the things I think are bad, because I'm secure in myself to know that this is what it is. It either is or it isn't. You know what I'm saying? And it's not up for debate. It's not even up for discussion, because it is or it isn't. So when you're going around talking about yourself badly on the internet or whatever in a photo caption, or even when you first get on the camera and you're like, oh, don't worry about this, guys, this is on my face or whatever, as soon as you're pointing out negative stuff about yourself all the time, your brain does not trust you to just be. Your brain does not trust that you are going to allow yourself to just exist. So now your brain is like, oh, okay, so we need anxiety. So we need to be anxious. We need to be on full alert all the time about stuff about ourselves, because that's what we like to do, because we don't trust us yet. So we have to be on full alert all the time because we don't know what the heck is going on. Because when you're in a situation where you don't trust what's going on, you can be looking across your shoulder. So that's what you're doing to yourself. When you don't know really what the heck is going on for real, when you sit in a room like, yeah, I think my face is just too fat. Your brain like, our face too fat. What? How do we even notice that? What make I think? How do we think that? What makes them think some shit like that? Now the brain is like, I guess we need to be on all alerts because maybe it's something else that we don't know what's going on. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So now you're constantly looking at yourself, giving yourself anxiety because you're unsure about what really is versus what isn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, negative self-talk is a sure sign that you are not confident within yourself. Because again, confidence is trust. If you're talking negatively about yourself, do you trust you? Unless that's your reality. If your reality is just something negative, you know what I'm saying? You're just speaking the reality. I ain't talking about that. But going out of your way to say things about you that aren't necessarily true, or you're kind of thinking that, or that's just what you believe versus what you know, it's not confident, because people only really believe, the negative things about themselves. Again, unless it's their reality. All the other shit is just belief. You're supposed to know. Period. Another way that you can tell that you are lacking confidence is if you lack confidence in other people. If you go around and you're like, someone, they ain't gonna do that. They couldn't do that. I don't think they could do it. You probably think the same things about yourself. Me as an individual, I think I'm pretty confident in myself. I've done these things. You know what I'm saying? I built some confidence within me, and so now when other people are doing something, I'm like, heck yeah, I'm sure you could do it. I'm positive. You just put a little piece of work or whatever, do this and da da da. I'm sure you could do it because I know I can. You know what I'm saying? And if I can, I'm sure you can, because I'm a little piece of slow sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I know you could do it. You feel me? When you're confident in yourself, when you trust yourself, it is easier to trust other people. Because when you know that you're a good person at heart and you make good decisions or whatever, it's easier to believe that other people also make good decisions. I made a post the other day, and this man comments underneath there like, nobody does things for other people and expect nothing in return. Nobody does that. And I'm thinking about it, you don't trust other people in that sense because you don't trust yourself, because you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't trust that you would do something out of the kindness of your heart because you never did that. I do that. You know what I'm saying? So I trust that other people would. I trust that other people would do something out of the kindness of their heart and not expect anything back. Because I do that. You know what I'm saying? I built that within myself. I'm confident that I am that person. So I'm confident that there's other people like that. I'm not a one in a million. Can't be. That just doesn't even make sense statistically, So yes, being confident within yourself allows you to be confident with other people. So if you lack confidence in other people consistently, always, and I'm not even talking about the realistic thing, because obviously it's silly to blindly trust people, because people will fail you if you trust them. You know what I'm saying? But it gets to a point of like being able to just trust people's abilities, or being able to trust people's, word occasionally, because I can trust people's word, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm always weary of the fact that human life does happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying like, oh, you need to trust everybody. Everybody who tells you something, just trust them. You know what I'm saying? I would never say nothing like that. Use your discernment, of course, but you can't trust nobody to do nothing. Look at yourself and see what do you trust yourself to do. Another way that you can tell that you are lacking confidence in yourself is people pleasing. People pleasing. When you are around other people and you are trying to make sure constantly that they're good, constantly that they're good, what you're telling your brain is that you are not confident in other people's ability to make themselves feel comfortable. And I get it. You feel me? Growing up, I was not confident that my grandma could calm herself down, because she never did. You know what I'm saying? I was not confident that my grandma could solve a conflict, because she never did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going out of my way to make sure she's happy. I'm going out of my way to do all these things for her, because I'm not confident in her at all. But it's also because she did not teach me how to be confident in myself, that I could do these things for myself, that I could create my own level of peace, because I did not see her creating her own peace for herself, so I didn't know how to do that for my own self. So when it came down to the times where I can people please everybody else, but when it came to me, I was never pleased. I was never pleased with me. So it's like, am I a good people pleaser? How did I get this job? How did I get this job? So when I have to sit and think with myself, like, people pleasing. People pleasing? Why am I doing this? I'm insecure. I'm insecure in this situation. And the situation is giving me anxiety, because I don't trust that this outcome will be good. The only thing that you can ever trust, or the only thing that you can ever control in anything, is you. You can only control yourself. You know what I'm saying? You cannot control the actions of anybody else. So if with knowing that, if you know that you can only control you, the only thing that you need to do in a situation is trust you, and trust that you will make good decisions. Trust that you will make the outcome work. You will make things happen. You know what I'm saying? But you can only do that if you try new things, if you're going out on a limb, if you're willing to bet on yourself. All those things before, when I told you how do you build trust in yourself, that's the only way that you could get out of that feeling of like people pleasing. Be able to trust you, and know that you're going to make things happen if you need to. You know what I'm saying? People pleasing, you pitying other people. In your head, you're like, I don't trust that you're going to handle this. I don't trust that you're going to make yourself comfortable. I don't trust that you are comfortable. I don't trust that you're going to tell the truth about your feelings. So I'm going to do something so that I can feel comfortable within myself about your feelings. I'm gonna, make sure all there's all these accommodations in the room, so that you can say I'm happy about this. So then I know that you're happy. I don't trust that you're gonna come straight out and tell me how you feel. It's a lot of reasons that people please. You know what I'm saying? But at the core of it, it's a lack of trust. It's anxiety. And it really is a lack of trust within your own self. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I got going on in my own self, and I can't control all of my feelings, and I might not even be able to control what I'm gonna do. But I know that if I can try to manipulate you into moving this direction, or getting this done, or feeling this kind of way, or feeling good, then I can kind of control the situation, and I can feel like I'm in control, because I don't trust me outside of that, because I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust that you're going to do the right thing. So I'm just going to manipulate you into doing what I want you to do, which is people pleasing, of course. I'm going to manipulate you into doing what I want you to do, which is being pleased with me, because I don't trust that people would just be pleased with me naturally. And I think that's really what it boils down to. Not trusting yourself that people are going to like you. You don't trust that you are a likable person. And it be like that sometimes, but the way that you can get out of that is go out on a limb, try new things, meet new people, try your hand at building friendship, try your hand at having new conversation about new things with different types of people. You know what I'm saying? Do what you say you will. You're gonna link up with your friend at this so and so time. Link up with your friend at that so and so time. Communicate properly. You know what I'm saying? That way, you don't build confidence within yourself that you can be a trustworthy individual. You're somebody who has integrity. You're gonna be who you say you are. You're gonna do the things that you say you will. And again, that builds trust, because that's what confidence is. It's trust. Another sign that, child, what? Girl, I don't even know what that's saying. That's like the last bullet point of that list, but we're going to move on to how you know that you are confident, unembarrassed, and you have dignity. You know what I'm saying? You carry yourself with a sense of self. You carry yourself like you have a standard. And it's consistent. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have a standard and you are consistent with that standard, it's noticeable. Because you know what I'm saying, that's a thing that someone's gonna notice about you. You know what I'm saying? You're consistent with yourself, unembarrassed, and you carry yourself with dignity. You know what I'm saying? Being confident, there's no way. It's embarrassment is a human feeling. You know what I'm saying? But constantly feeling embarrassed about your life or what you're doing or whatever, it's like, are you confident in you? Are you sure of your skills? If you embarrassed to try, if you're embarrassed to put yourself out on a limb, if you're embarrassed to compete or whatever, how confident are you within yourself? You know what I'm saying? Someone who is unembarrassed, I can tell that you are confident. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a stupid person's level of confidence, because stupid people are real confident, child. Even if it's a stupid person's level of confidence, in your unembarrassment is confidence. You know what I'm saying? You overly trust you. You feel me? There's no reason to be embarrassed here. You know what I'm saying? You overly trust that just because something silly just happened to me, I just slipped and fell in front of everybody. It does not take away from my character. It does not take away from who I am. It does not make me anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm confident in who I am. I know who I am. I trust myself. Another way that you know that you are confident is that you're willing to try new things. You're willing to go out on a limb and say, I'll try this. Why not? Because it doesn't take anything away from you. It doesn't change anything about who you are to try something else. Because that's what people be afraid of. They be afraid of failing, really not looking good or not doing it right or whatever the case may be. And it's like, as long as you are keeping yourself in that bubble of not trying anything, you'll never be confident. You'll forever be worried that you're always going to be a failure. Because you haven't shown yourself in any way that you could be a successful person because you're not even willing to try nothing. Come on. But a person who is confident in themselves, they just be trying shit. They just be doing stuff. They be up on stage and doing. How did you get up there? I just thought I wanted to. Then I just did it. No, okay. All right, then. I like that. I fucks with that. You know what I'm saying? A person who is confident can be around others who do very well. You know what I'm saying? A person who is confident within themselves can be around other people who may be seemingly doing better than them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who has a job that's paying them $14,000 a year. If they're confident within themselves and their abilities and who they are, they can be around somebody who's making $100,000 a year and still feel like they are equals. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what their skills are. They know who they are at the core, and they know that the money that they're getting in the world, that fickle type of stuff, money's so fickle. They know that doesn't make them a person. That doesn't change who they are. What job that you do, those things don't matter. Who you are is who you are, regardless of the job that you're doing, regardless of the place that you live, all these things. If you have integrity, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do a segment about integrity as well. But confidence is that you can be around people who might be doing something different than you on the social scales of hierarchy or whatever. They're above you. You know what I'm saying? You can be around them still because you feel like you're good at whatever it is that you do. You're good at being you. You know what I'm saying? You're good at you're the best version of you. You feel good. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take away from anything that you got going on that somebody else is also doing something great and it may be even greater. You know what I'm saying? So what? I like me. I'm gonna go with me. I trust me that everything that I do gonna work out. Everything that I do is good, and everything that's for me is for me. I trust that the universe is gonna work for me because I work for me. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no need for me to sit around and be frustrated that somebody else is doing something bigger or what faster or whatever the case may be because I can trust me. And in turn, I can trust the universe. I can trust that if I ain't doing it for myself, the universe is gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how it is. That's what it be. If the universe didn't provide it for me like that, I know that I'm gonna make it happen. And in turn, that's the kind of relationship we got. You know what I'm saying? Me and God, we fuck each other like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So another way that you know that someone is confident or know that you are confident is that you proudly show yourself and your abilities. You show you know what I'm saying? You take pictures of you. You go out on the town, you know what I'm saying? You dress you up. Or you show your abilities. You have skills and you're like, I'm the best fighter in so and so. I do this. Look at this video of me doing this. Look at this. Look what I made. Look what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're putting yourself out there because you trust that this is great. You can put it out into the world for other people to enjoy. Or even if they don't enjoy it, just to see. You know what I'm saying? You just love or you fuck with your thing so much, you know that this is art, you know that this is good. I'm gonna show it off. That's somebody who's confident within themselves, right? Someone who is confident in themselves also they do things for their future self. You know what I'm saying? I trust that who I am right now is going to lead me down such a great path that I know that I have to continue to do the things I need to because future me will be happy. I'm happy right now as present me, and I want future me to be happy. I'm so confident in myself that I can make things happen the way I need to. I'm so confident that I am beautiful. I am so confident I am intelligent that I'm going to keep doing things to keep that momentum of the confidence going because your confidence can deplete if you don't feed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, confidence is a state of being. It's an emotion. You have to feed emotions. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they're going to find somewhere else to be. They're going to find a new energy to cling on to, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, You do stuff for your future self. You know what I'm saying? You plan for your future. That says that you trust that you're gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? You trust that you're gonna be alive, first of all. You trust that you're gonna keep doing good. You know what I'm saying? You trust that you're gonna continue to be you. You're gonna continue to be the type of person that you are. You have trust in yourself that things are gonna work out for you. You know what I'm saying? So you planning for the future. You know what I'm saying? That tells me that you're confident in yourself because you planned for it. For something else. Because someone who isn't confident in themselves, they're thinking, well, I don't even know if I'm going to be around here next year. I don't even know if I'm going to be alive. I don't even know if I could continue to do this. I don't even know. You lack the confidence. You're not sure. You're unsure. You know what I'm saying? But someone who is sure, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to put my time into this. I'm going to dedicate my time to this. I'm going to be disciplined in this. They're confident in their ability. They can trust themselves that they're going to continue because, again, they're an individual who has probably tried new things. They keep trying. They test themselves. They do what they say that they will. So they can plan for the future because they know who they are and they know, what type of effort that they put into the world, into building their confidence. Yeah. Somebody who is willing to be wrong. That's how you know someone is confident within themselves, right? Someone who isn't confident, they're constantly defending everything because they're not exactly sure. You know what I'm saying? And being unsure will trigger that fight or flight in you. You know what I'm saying? It's scary to be unsure. The unknown is scary. So when people are in that unknown where they're not, they're having a conversation with somebody or whatever, and they're not exactly sure, they will sit and overly defend, because that fight or flight then kicked in. They can't fight because a lot of people just dip on the conversation, you know what I'm saying, instead of arguing. But some people will stand there and fight with you about it. Not physically, I'm talking about with their words. They're going to stand there and fight because their fight or flight has kicked in because they're afraid of not being correct. Somebody who is okay with not being correct, they're going to say what they got to say. And then you say what you got to say. And then I might be wrong. Tell me more. Tell me more. Help me understand. You know what I'm saying? Someone who is confident in their ability, for one, to understand, two, to learn and be better and to grow. They're not going to sit and argue with you about whatever. They're going to either going to agree to disagree. We might have a little debate or whatever. I'm not talking about friendly debates and stuff, but we're either going to agree to disagree, or we're going to settle on what is right or wrong, or you're going to tell me that I'm wrong and I'm going to learn better. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people do not trust their ability to transform. They do not trust their ability to learn. They do not trust their ability to be a better person with their information, because a lot of us didn't grow up like that. A lot of us, it was just beat into us. We were made to fear as learning. You know what I'm saying? Like, people didn't actually learn skills or how to learn. They just learned to not do wrong shit. They just learn how to listen that first time and not even ask no questions, not even dig deeper to understand what they're doing for real. They just learn how to, sit down. Okay, I'm gonna just sit down. I don't care what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just sit down. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who is willing to be wrong is like, why should I? I should. Why should I? I don't know. I don't think that I should. But can you help me understand why? Like, I'm confident in what I understand and what I know, but to the point of, I'm sure that you're also confident because I'm confident in myself. I know that you're confident within yourself. So let me tell me what you know, because I might be wrong. I might be wrong, because just as confident as I am, there are people who are just as confident as me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to be wrong. I'm willing to understand something. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to be better, because that's what builds your confidence, is to try new things, try new mindsets, try new ideas. You know what I'm saying? Building your confidence, and you tried a new idea, you applied it to life, and you were good at it. And it's like, wow, what more ideas could I learn? What more things can I apply to life? What other angles can I go back with doing? You building your confidence in your ability to understand and comprehend things, right? And that feels good. You feel smart. You know what I'm saying? That builds your confidence. You feel, you get it. You understand it. Another way that you know that you're confident is that you have standards and you stick to them. You know what I'm saying? You understand completely. You trust that you are going to come through for you. And as we talked about in one of our last videos, if you haven't already, go check it out. We talked about affirmations and standards and principles. We talked about how standards are like the foundation for the house of love. You know what I mean? So if you know that your standards are this, and you stick to them, you telling your brain like, okay, I can trust that I'm gonna handle my needs. Okay, I can trust that I'm gonna handle my desires at the basic level. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna do it in a healthy way. I can trust myself with that. So someone who's keeping up their standards, obviously, you've been trusting yourself. You can trust yourself because you keep up with what you need. You've shown your body that you can keep up with what you need. I can tell that you're confident. You're confident enough within yourself to give yourself what you need. You know what you need, and you're sticking to it. You trust you. I like that. Another way that you know somebody is confident is that they uphold their boundaries. They say, I don't like this, and I'm going to stand in the fact that I don't like this. They can trust themselves that this is something that is needed to protect them. They've set this for themselves, and they know, like, this is what I need. I need this to protect me. I need this to protect my emotions. I need this to protect my space, my peace, my mental, whatever the case may be. They trust that this works. And they're standing behind it. You confident. I know you confident with it. You confident that you can handle you. You can handle your own. You stand in your boundaries. You telling your brain like, I'm going to speak up for me. I'm going to make sure that I protect me. Even if I can't stop someone from doing something to me, my brain knows that I'm going to take me out of that situation because I stand on my boundaries. I'm not going to allow this to happen to me, so I'm going to take myself out of this. You telling your brain like, oh shoot, we gonna protect us, ain't it? I ain't worried about nothing. I can be confident. I can walk into a room because I know I'm gonna handle mine. I know I'm gonna dip if I need to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stick around. As soon as you keep sitting in places where they're not serving you, they're disrespecting your standards and your boundaries and everything. What you telling your brain? So your brain like, so we gonna sit here? I'm making you feel nervous for a reason. I'm making your hand shake for a reason. You breathing heavy, you breathing hard, you breathing fast for a reason. Well, you gonna get up or no? And now your brain's like, I can't even trust this bitch. She don't even trust the feelings. She don't even trust what's going on in the body. So she gonna be anxious all the time because we don't know what's going on. We in a fight or flight all the time because we never know what's going on because we don't know what we're gonna do. As it gets to a point, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stand in your standards and your boundaries and uphold them. So your brain know that you gonna come for you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna handle you if need be. And that also goes for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Holding yourself to a certain standard, holding yourself to your boundaries or whatever. It's like, yeah, you when you know you messed up and your brain's like, we messed up. And then you keep ignoring it. You don't act like you messed up and you don't go back and correct nothing. You don't do the proper things that you need to correct situations. Your brain's like, oh, we ain't got no goddamn integrity. We're not to be trusted. We know we can't trust ourselves because we didn't tell the truth. We didn't come do what we needed to do. We haven't been accountable for ourselves, right? So in turn, that's going to make you less trustworthy of other people, less trustworthy of other people's word. You know what I'm saying? You're not be able to understand truly, like you're not gonna have good discernment on who to trust because you think that you're a trustworthy person. You would probably tell somebody else that you're trustworthy, but you need to do a lot of things that say that you're not. So when you see them do the exact same things, you think in your head, well, I do that and I'm trustworthy, which is a lie. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to show you in the end why they're not. But if you were a trustworthy person in the beginning, if you were a person who was confident in themselves in the beginning, you would see the signs of someone who is not. And so those red flags would have been a red flag to you, and it wouldn't have just been a green flag, like, oh, that's chill, or a neutral beige flag or something. You know what I'm saying? You would have discernment to understand when someone is not confident, or when you should not be confident in someone else, when you shouldn't trust somebody else, because you understand what confidence looks like, what trust looks like, or what a trustworthy person looks like for real, because you are honest. And that's the thing that comes with with being able to be confident in yourself. Honesty. Do the things that you say you're gonna do. Stand on what you say you're gonna stand on. Think the things that you want to think, but be real about it. You know what I'm saying? Stand in your truth. That's how you trust yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the main things of trust. Don't lie. Don't tell no lies. Because once you get to telling yourself lies, well, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start this, and you don't do it, your brain know you a lie now. Now we're gonna talk about, just in short, because I do think a lot of women might think this is like a separate thing, but self-confidence and beauty, self-confidence in the way that you look. That's a layered experience as well. I do think for me, when it came to uh trying to help me be confident, not only in just being me, you know what I'm saying, but also the way that I look. That was a thing, and one of the things that helped me was exposure therapy. You know what I'm saying? I had to strip myself of everything, all the weaves, the makeup, and the nails and everything. I had to strip myself of everything to sit with myself for a while so that I can get used to seeing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will get in the mirror. This is your face. Your face is beautiful. It was made by God. I'm giving myself affirmations to help me build confidence in myself or trust in myself that I know what I'm seeing when I see it. You know what I'm saying? And it was me purely, right? So then it got so much to a point where I was so confident in, I know what I look like. I know how my face is shaped. I know what I look like. You know what I'm saying? To the point where when I put on something that wasn't me, like a full lace and lashes, a lot of things that I used to do, I can't do it now because I know that's not me, and it doesn't feel good to not be me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it kind of is me when you just putting it on yourself, but in a sense, like walking around like that every day or what, it just doesn't feel right because that's not me. I've gotten to know me. You know what I'm saying? I gotten to know me at a very basic level because I stripped myself of everything. And now I see me. I see me fully for who I am. And I enjoy who I am. I had to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all I had. I couldn't put on lash. I couldn't do that because I made myself sit with me for a while and build that confidence and trust in myself that I am who I am, who I am this person. You know what I'm saying? Because when your brain is constantly seeing you as a different person all the time, there's a distrust there. Who are we? We don't know who we are. We don't know what we actually like. Do we like this or do we like that? Which one is our preference? And why is the preference not me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's confusing to the brain that you don't consistently fuck with you know what I'm saying? So you have to strip yourself of everything and get down to the boiling point of, who am I? What do I look like? You know what I'm saying? What do I really look like? You feel me? Then after you do all of that, the stripping, the exposure therapy, really, because you also need to post yourself. Post some pictures of you. Post some pictures of you with your bare face so you can get used to you seeing you, because it gets to a point of dysphoria when we are getting online, and the first thing that they do when you go to take a picture on TikTok or Instagram or anywhere else or Snapchat is a filter, whether it's a blurred filter, whether it's just something to slim your face a little bit, but it gives you dysphoria. It makes you feel like that's what you're supposed to look like. But when you look in the mirror or in your regular camera, you see something different, you feel off, you feel nasty, you feel disgusting when it's just you looking at you. You have to build the confidence and trust within yourself that this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? Constantly changing yourself up. You don't have the confidence yet that who you are exactly or what you look like. Your brain's confused about what you look like. You know what I'm saying? So that's exposure therapy to me. I had to post myself and smile and do all the same things that I would if I had all the other shit. I had to be. I had to just exist. And I still wanted to be pretty. I still wanted style. I wanted to dress up and stuff. So you do it. Do it without all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And see who you are. Get used to your own face. Make your brain trust what your face looks like. Then I went out of my way and I found something every day to compliment about each part of myself. Because we sit and we pick up ourselves apart so much that we forget how beautiful our parts are. We forget how beautiful it is that we have a working nose and mouth and eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people wake up disfigured. You feel me? And that's not a bad thing, but it's good to be grateful for the things that you have that a lot of people wish that they had. So I had to find things that I thought were beautiful about myself, and even if I didn't think that and at the jump, you know what I'm saying, that I thought that this was beautiful or something, I would go back in a day and look at older pictures of older women who had the same features of me, or I could figure, I could look and be like, these women have the same textured hair as me, or they have the same nose shape, and they're beautiful, they're in a magazine, and these people are beautiful, they had children, they had someone marry them, you know what I'm saying, like, or they take pictures of themselves, look, they got a mural painted of them, you know what I'm saying, like, that told me that my features are beautiful regardless of what society is telling me right now. My features have been loved throughout history, throughout time, and I can tell because I'm here right now. Someone loved my features so much that they made another person. They made another person. They put their features together, and they're like, let's make something with it. You know what I'm saying? And that just gave me chills. Like I really truly feel like, wow, it is so beautiful to be you. It is so beautiful, and I could cry. Y'all know my cancer child. Don't get me started. But it's just find something that you feel like is beautiful about you. You know what I'm saying? All your features, because you don't want to be like, well, I love everything except this. You have to love everything about you to love you. You truly do, because if there's something that you're not dissatisfied, that you're dissatisfied with, you have to realize that's what makes up you. Like a lot of people are like, I just don't like my nose. Your nose makes up your whole entire face. Because if you change your nose, it changes your face. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really something that it's really hard to dislike one thing about yourself without it affecting your perception of your full self. It really is, and it's almost impossible to me, respectfully. But I think that you find something that is beautiful about your face and affirm yourself. Tell yourself in the mirror, my cheekbones are beautiful. My cheekbones are beautiful. The width of my face is lovely. I have a lot of space for a lot of makeup and a lot of beauty. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Figure out a way to compliment yourself. Give compliments that are for you. You know what I'm saying? Talk to you. Talk to you, break things down and flirt with you. You know what I'm saying? Build a relationship with you that's like sensual. You know what I'm saying? You have to have sensuality to really love how beautiful that you are. Right? Um, yes. Remind yourself of the beauty of life. It's beautiful to be you. If you can see the beauty in everyday small things, I promise you, it'll be so much easier to see how beautiful that you are. If you look in the world and you see weeds, but then you see those cute little flowers that grow out of the weeds, you're like, why do they even cut weeds down? Like I can see how, amongst other things that might look a little different, but it's not ugly actually. Actually, this is actually really nice. You know what I'm saying? This is actually really beautiful. You gotta look at yourself the same way. That's how I feel about my hair. Like, okay, amongst other people who have this shape or this length or this texture or whatever, mine might look a little different, but it's still super cute in its own way. Like by itself, I look so cute. I look adorable. You know what I mean? Like you have to find things about you that can apply in the real world. Like really, like we look like trees. You know what I'm saying? Like the tree and then the palm tree at you know what I'm saying? Something. Find beauty in the world. You know what I'm saying? Beauty in the small things in life will allow you to appreciate the small things about yourself. I appreciate like the flat of my nose. I think it's so like I don't even know. It just it's something small. It's something small, but I have been looking at all these videos of people with nose jobs. And I look in the mirror. I'm like, wow, I actually appreciate my nose. I appreciate that I didn't have to or feel that way about myself to end up bosh like that. That's just nice. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Because there are people going out of the way to buy the things that you have, baby. People want to be you. People want to be you. They do. They do, whether you know it or not. You don't know it. You think, oh, well, not me. Yes, you. Trust me. Somebody. There's always gonna be somebody out there. But to wrap this up, here's a list. Here's a list that you can do of things, list of things that you can do to make yourself feel beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So you can build confidence within your beauty. You know what I'm saying? Trust that you are beautiful. Take photos. Take some pictures of yourself. Post them. Post them. Have you on the post them. Don't just take them. Let them sit in the camera roll. Because what if your man did that to you? He posted a video. He took pictures of you or your girlfriend. She took pictures of you and all of that, but she'll never post you. You hiding? I don't know. That don't feel like you confident in me. And you're confident in how. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Dress up. Put some nice clothes on. With your bare face. Don't change nothing. This feel like I'm hotline sexy. The way that I am. I'm beautiful. Look at me. That's what they was doing back in the day. Or what them girls did. They fluffed their hair a little piece and put a little piece of red lipstick on in the forehead and they went down to that juke joint and had a time, baby. What? And they came out of that with somebody who wanted to marry him. What? Come on now. You have to be confident in yourself and understand that beauty standards have changed over time. You know what I'm saying? That's why the shit ain't real. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit is real. It's all for the time being, just to get people to spend a certain money in this area of life. You know what I'm saying? All that shit changed for a reason. Dress up, dress yourself up, put some clothes on, and just feel hot, fly, and sexy, barefaced. With your hair out too. Don't forget the hair. Don't forget the natural hair. Take that hair out. Wear yourself. Wear yourself as dressed up. You know what I'm saying? Put on a nice outfit and then lip gloss, a little piece of Vaseline. Be like, yeah, I'm dressed up. Glam. Because you are. You're glam naturally. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Oh yeah, and just remember to affirm yourself. And the proof is that you're here. You know what I'm saying? The proof that you're beautiful is that you're here. You know what I'm saying? So remind your brain of that. When you write down your affirmations, one of them needs to be the proof that I am beautiful is that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody thought that my features were so beautiful that they wanted to combine theirs with somebody. Yeah, you here. That's proof. You know what I'm saying? And also remember, nobody is doing it like you. Nobody can do it like you. You can even be a twin. Your twin can't do it like you, baby. You're you. Nobody is you. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing to be original. You know what I'm saying? Do things that you like. Do things that you like. You know what I'm saying? If you like blush, baby, put that blush on. Put on so much. Do it. Do the heck out of things that you like. You know what I'm saying? It makes you feel good. You build trust within yourself. Like, I know that I will make me happy. You feel beautiful. Like, I know this makes me happy. And I, in turn, my brain is like, okay, well, I know that I did something that I like. And the brain is letting me like, well, just because I like it is beautiful. Off rip, you know what I'm saying? And I trust myself to do stuff that I like, which is beautiful. So I trust myself to be beautiful. You see what I'm saying? You see how it all works in in a line where I can't really, you get what I'm trying to say. Compliment yourself. Experiment. You know what I'm saying? Try new things. That goes back to what I was saying. Try new things and keep trying. Keep trying. And if you find something that you like, hell, stick to it. Shit. Do the things that you like I said, you know what I'm saying? Boost yourself and your achievements. If you have something that you done, you got some accolades, talk about them. Y'all, I did this. I'm great at this. I'm good at this. That's an affirmation. You're reminding your brain of how good you are at certain things, right? Honor your body. Honor with your feelings, your emotions. When your body's feeling something, when you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling excited or whatever, act accordingly. Be accountable for you. Meaning to be accountable is just that you keep an account of what's going on and you acting accordingly. If one of your accounts is my heart beating fast, it's telling you that you're anxious, your hands shaking, act accordingly. Act accordingly. Go sit with yourself and give yourself some rest. You know what I'm saying? Then it's the body. The body is telling you, you appreciate me. You respect me. You honor me. You know what I'm saying? You do what you need to do to make sure that your body is doing good. You know what I'm saying? And in turn, you feel good. So when you look in the mirror, you feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You just feel good. That feel good energy, it just exudes off of you and you feel beautiful as well. Take care of your health. Work out. When you take care of the inside, you look good on the outside. Trust. That's always going to be a thing. When you take care of yourself on the outside, you look good and you feel good on the inside. Even if you're working out and you're doing a workout routine, you look in the mirror, your body ain't exactly the way you want it to be, or whatever the case may be. Knowing that you did something that you said you was gonna do, I'm gonna go work out today, and you went and worked out, and you achieved that, you handled it, you did it good. You're gonna feel good about yourself. You're gonna feel confident in your beauty because you putting effort into it, and you're keeping trying. You keep on going. You keep trying. That makes you feel good. It feels like you're accomplishing stuff, and you can build trust within you that you're going to handle that. You know what I'm saying? It's confidence. You're building trust within yourself. You're building trust within your beauty because you're gonna keep trying. You're gonna keep handling it. Don't ever doubt yourself or your beauty. You right there. I'm right there with you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna keep talking because I want to talk about integrity and I want to talk about accountability because I do think those are important factors when it comes to loving yourself and protecting yourself because protection is a part of loving yourself, right? You protect the things that you love, and you take care of them, and you hold them sacred. You know what I'm saying? And the only way to do that is to be integral, to make sure that you are who you say that you are when ain't nobody even looking. You know what I'm saying? You are that person consistently. You know what I'm saying? You ain't telling no lies around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll drag your confidence down. And also, you know what I'm saying? Being accountable, it's important to be accountable for you because if you ain't accountable for you, how can you keep up with your beauty? How can you keep up with your health? How can you keep up with your feelings if you're not accountable? That's the only way. Because to be accountable is to keep account of something and to make sure you act accordingly, right? So that's what we're doing. We're keeping account of love. What is love? And we're trying to act accordingly to whatever the fuck we find out about it, right?